Top 5 secrets of keeping your spider plant healthily and happily growing in your garden. How to grow this beautiful plant and how to care for it. Today the topic is that. So stay tuned to Thamaras garden. This is one of the low maintenance plant and one of the ornamental plants also. One of the beginner gardeners plant because once you have this in your garden, you will have it forever in your garden because this is one of the permanent plants. So I suggest this plant for beginners as well. So to start up gardening, such a wonderful plant. When you treat this plant correctly and when you give them the natural organic fertilizers, and also once you provide the nutrients this plant need, you will see the best growth of this plant. So this is spiderets and these are spider flowers, and there are many more small spiderets in this plant. And this is the mother plant which I have created many plants out of it. So you can easily multiply this plant by separating these spiderets. To separate this spideret very easy, you have to remove it from the mother plant. This is the spideret and you will have to remove it from the mother plant. So propagate this in water and you can transfer it to soil. Spider plant is a permanent plant. This is a beginner gardener's plant, one of the best plants for indoors since it is an air purification plant. So one of the plants that you must have in your home garden. So the first and the most important thing is keep this plant in a semi-shade area. This plant should be getting filtered sunlight or the partial sunlight. So locate it in an area where it gets the filtered sunlight, because this plant should be kept in a place where it gets the filtered and the partial sunlight for its better growth. So that is tip number 1. To fast growth, you can grow this plant and multiply this from spiderets. You can keep this spideret in water and grow it really very fast. And if you really would like to keep it as it is as a home decor, you can do so. So this is another way of growing spideret in water. You can transfer it to soil when the rooting is properly done. After about 1 week, you can transfer it, or else you can keep it as it is as a home decor. So that is tip number 3. Spider plant needs well moistured soil. If you keep it in too dry or too soggy soil, this plant will not grow healthily. So if you prefer to get healthy spider plants and if you like to see this plant growing, give this plant moisture in the morning. You can spray the plant, mist spray the spider plant in the morning so that this will grow very beautifully. And the leaves will be fresh looking and green looking. So give it a mist spray in the morning so that the plant is hydrated. You can grow this plant in any size of mugs or even in coffee mugs. You can put them in planters, different size of planters. But make sure to repot it once at least in a year, because if you keep it so long in a too small pot, that will not produce baby plants and it will be really very hard for the plant to grow. So when the time is up, you can shift them to bigger pots so that they will grow very beautifully. They will have space to grow, so they will produce baby reds also. So time to time transferring them to ample pots will give them a lot of space to grow well. You can directly use this on ornamental plants. Tea and coffee are great ways to boost the energy of these plants. So use this once in a while when you are adding fertilizers for your plants. So likewise, give these plants a great enhancement, great boosters for their energy. So by this you are providing a lot of energy for these plants to grow. So these are the tips of growing spider plants. So now here I am using my fertilizer for these plants, and so add this tea or coffee fertilizer for these plants to grow well. And I hope you find this video very useful. If you are new, consider subscribing to my channel to watch more gardening videos, gardening tips, and also care for the plants. Thanks for watching.